The first thing we always talk about when we discuss estate planning is a will. And a will states very simply what happens to an individual's property when they die. And a will coordinates the distribution of the assets, like your home, your car, your bank accounts, and can appoint guardians for minor children. With more complex situations, I always discuss a revocable living trust with my clients that can also be part of an estate plan.
Well, as when we work with people, especially with the states, what we're doing is actually inventorying their items. That's very, very important, not only for the trust and estates attorney to get their documents, but also for everybody to be clear with what is there and how many important pieces of art were there so that they can even use that as a currency to speak to each other if the families are not in such great communicative. Let's just put it.
And they rarely are. Yeah, the inventory is super important, and especially when we're doing, probate or administration of an estate, that inventory is critical. Critical. Yeah.
Yeah. And then after will, what would you say are the other important aspects of the essential estate planning?
So the next thing that I would say is the power of attorney. A power of attorney is only good while you're alive, right? So if you are incapacitated or you're in a coma, the power of attorney appoints an agent to stand in your shoes and take care of your financial affairs. The power of attorney gives the agent even the power to sell your home if that asset is needed. So it's critical to appoint someone you really trust for your power of attorney. And if you don't have a power of attorney, what happens is that someone in your family needs to go to surrogate's court and have the surrogate appoint a guardian for you. And that is a long and complex process. And usually, what happens is that the person is in a critical state, in a state of crisis. We don't have that kind of time, right, to make important decisions. So, power of attorney, absolutely critical.
Absolutely, sounds like it. And what else? Any other important tidbits?
Yeah, I would say advanced healthcare directives, also very important. You want to be sure that you're making the healthcare decisions for yourself, right? What's comfortable for you? So, what happens if you're in a permanent vegetative state? Oftentimes, family they're just paralyzed in front of that situation, right? So you want to make it easy for your family. They're not making the decisions. You've made the decisions, and now you're asking them to follow through on the decisions you've already made. And that removes a tremendous amount of guilt from your family members. And to me, it's one of the most loving things that you can do. You want to make sure that you have a will in place, you have power of attorney, your health care directives, and then I think that you can sort of lean back and have peace of mind, understanding that at any time these documents can be changed. They can be changed until you pass away.
Right. Well, that's very comforting to know that because people's situations change, their feelings about people in their lives change, and then their actual assets can shift. So it
Yes.
appreciate knowing that. That's
Yes.
something to know. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. Those are important. Thank you.
Thank you.